Welcome to Module 2. In this module, we'll be diving into a crucial aspect of fitness, right? Some would say it's 80% of this and 20% of working out. What am I talking about? Nutrition. The fuel that runs your body. Like a race car, right? Your nutrition is essential to gearing up the machine that is called your body. If you have a Ferrari, you want to put race fuel in there. You don't want to just go and put a regular fuel in there because it's going to be sluggish, it's going to be terrible, it's not going to run well, and eventually it's going to clog up the engine and destroy it. Same as your body. And believe it or not, we all are a Ferrari. Well, in my case, Lamborghini. No, actually, I don't like none of those. Rolls-Royce, right? You got to put what you like. And my favorite car is a Rolls-Royce. You're not going to get a Rolls-Royce and go put a regular fuel in. It's not good. Just like your body, you got to be very mindful of what you're putting in there as well. If you are a Rolls-Royce, you got to put premium fuel in there so it moves and operates effectively, correctly, and also maintenance wise as well. And that's how your body functions. So we're going to be diving deeper into nutrition, and I'm going to be breaking down all these different aspects of nutrition so you guys thoroughly understand how important food is to your fitness goals. Let's get into it. So I know everybody's favorite thing to ask fitness influencer or just in fitness in general is macro and micro. What's your macros? What's your macros? But do you guys really understand what those are, right? Do you guys really understand what they even mean? So there's two differences, the macronutrients and the micronutrient, right? And I'm going to go in depth into those two and explain it and break it down. And hopefully you guys understand by the end. Well, not hopefully, you will understand what they are and how to use them effectively on your journey. So let's start with macronutrients. Macronutrients consist of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. Those are the foundation on how your body functions properly. Your proteins are the building block for your muscles. Your carbohydrates are the preferred fuels that your body uses function, and your fats are essentials in hormone productions and nutrients absorption. You need a balance of those three macronutrients to function well. Now, there are so many other diets out there that's telling you eat only protein, eat only carbs, cut out the carbs, cut out this, eat only vegetables, right? But from the scientific perspective, looking at the human body and the human anatomy, our body needs all those nutrients to function properly. When you start leaning too far on the left, which is all on the left, it's just all vegetables and the plant-based and the vegan, or you start leaning far on the right, which is all protein, you're going to be missing so much more nutrients that your body needs to function. You cannot replace all. It's like the yin and yang effect. It takes both, good, the bad. It takes both to come together to combine. In this case, all three, where you need protein, you need carb, and you need fat to create a well-oiled, properly operating human being. And that's what your macronutrients are. And yes, I was correct. You do need fat, especially in the females. Fat is essential to regulating and your hormones, believe it or not, right? Especially with you guys have the reproductive organs such as, the womb and stuff like that. Fats, that's why the female body tends to retain more fats than the male body, because it's more essential in you guys. Now, finding that balance to your specific body and creating the physique that you want is where the journey begins. But at least now you guys understand what macronutrients is. Let's go into your micronutrients. Micronutrients, what are they? Those are vitamins and minerals that are essential in your body functioning, your muscle functioning as well. So you have like your vitamins such as your B12, your amino acids, which are pivotal in recovery, building muscles, right? Your BCAAs, BCAAs, those are branched chain amino acids. You got your omega-3s, your fish oils and fatty acids, all pivotal and essential in the functionality of your body, right? So you need good macronutrients, good micronutrients. And let's not forget about hydration. 60% of your body is water. And in babies, I think it's 80% of their body consists of water. water as well. So hydration is essential in your fitness journey, and finding the mix of putting all of those together is what I'm here to assist you with this course, and also, coach you through the process. All right. How do you lose weight? Put simply, caloric deficit. When you're inputting more and when you're inputting less than your body is using, your body tends to turn to the inside and the storage and starts burning that off. So excess calories or excess fat are stored in our society. We're in an overconsumption society. We tend to consume more than what we really need. Everybody is consuming. Consumerism is aiming up higher than the economy itself, right? And people have taken that and moved it into their food as well. So they're over consuming, overindulging to the extent where you're putting in more calories than your body actually needs to function. That's where your BMR, basal metabolic rate, come into play. Understanding your BMR will give you the right amount of calories you need to be consuming daily so that you lose weight. If that's your goal, is just to lose weight, you need to be at a caloric deficit. If your goal is to gain muscles, you need to be at a caloric surplus, but it has to be the right kind of calories. Consuming zero nutritional calories, thinking you're going to build muscles, will do more harm to you than good, right? You need to be at a high protein intake, and you need to be consuming the right types of food. And yes, you can lose weight while consuming carbs. It's just, understanding your BMR, and you can gain muscles while consuming fats. Again, also depends on the right source of food. We have provided all those tools to figure out all those things down below. You can download, and also we have a whole community group, industry experts that you can reach out to, myself included, my team included, and ask questions, and we'll provide that and guide you through the whole process. But understanding that in order for you to lose weight, you gotta be at a caloric deficit. In order for you to gain muscle, you gotta be at a caloric surplus, and you gotta understand your basal metabolic rate, which is your BMR, in order to incorporate those things into your fitness journey. So what are the actionable steps that you can incorporate from everything that we have discussed? One is meal planning. Now, depending on your level, if you're first starting, I recommend you start meal planning because, again, like I told you guys earlier, if you want to adapt the characteristic of a gym goer or a gym rat, you have to practice, you have to implement certain traits and actions that they take, right? And in your beginning, in order for you to get on this path and this journey, you have to take these specific actions that are going to lead you there. Which one of those actions are meal prep. You have to meal prep so you can get in the habit of eating effectively and eating to achieve your goals, whether that's to gain weight or lose muscle. Can you gain weight and lose muscle at the same time? Technically, no, but that's for a different subject. We're going to stay focused on the basic right now, which is meal prepping. And when you start meal prepping, the reason I recommend it in the beginning is because now you're going to be conscious when you're shopping and grocery shopping and looking at what you're eating. Right? Because when you start meal prepping, you got to understand how much calories you need to eat daily and what type of food you need to eat depending on your goals. So once you go into the grocery store, you're just not randomly guessing and seeing what looks good in that moment. You have a plan, and when you have a plan, you're more inclined to achieve your fitness goals. So when now you go into the grocery store, if you know you want to lose weight and you got to only consume about 1,700 calories for most female, right? 1,700 calories for an adult female is actually not bad depending on her physical activity level, right? If you are like really active and want to lose weight, 1,700 is good, but don't take that. Your situation is going to be completely different. I'm just throwing out an example. But for example, your daily caloric intake is 1,700. Now, when you go to the grocery store, you're not going to go grab, the ice cream jug on there because 2 scoops of that and you're already there, and that's just empty calories. That's terrible. You're going to be looking for the right amount of foods, the healthy choices that's going to lead you closer to your goal. So in the beginning, I highly recommend you start meal prepping. Me personally, I currently don't really meal prep in the sense where I'm like writing down everything. I have built the habits to the point where it's just like second nature to me. So when I go grocery shopping, I already know exactly what to grab and what to get. And also I've eliminated so many distraction and external choices into my life life that I know exactly what I'm going to be eating. I eat the same thing or the combination of the same things throughout the whole week. So I'm not deviating from that. But in order for you to build that habit and build that routine, you have to start with meal prepping in the beginning and understanding your consumption and what you're putting into your body. So the first actionable steps is to create your first meal plan. We have a template listed below to calculate how much calories you're going to be needing and how to create your first meal plan. Do that. Once you're completed, put it in the discussion board so that we can see your first meal plan and know you're working closer, and we can give you tips and pointers as well and assist you in this journey.